If you've been using PowerPoint in a corporate or consulting role, then you might have heard of something called a slide skeleton. Now, a slide skeleton is used to test your slide ideas before you open up PowerPoint. It can save you tons of time and heaps of rework. So in this video, I'm going to teach you the 2 different ways that you can build slide skeletons. Let's go. The slide sorter method will require you to build your skeleton in PowerPoint, but you won't be building complete slides. So let me show you what I mean. The first thing you'll do is you'll write action titles on the slides. Now the action title is in the heading of the slide, but what you don't have to do is you don't have to write the perfect action title. It doesn't have to be the same as what the final version will be. All you need to do is communicate something similar to what you want to communicate in the final version. So the reader, your manager, or someone else just needs to understand this is what I'm going to say in the action title, broadly speaking. Now we need to address the fact there's nothing in the slide body. So we don't want to create high quality versions of the slides because you'll spend hours doing it and you'll need to do revisions because they won't be perfect the first time round. Instead of that, we use stickers. Now what's a sticker? A sticker is essentially a text box that you drop into the slide and you write in words what the slide body will contain. So you just need enough detail for your manager to be able to understand and visualize in their mind what the final version of the slide will say. So you'll include things like, this is the data that I'll use, this is the chart type, these are the chart decorations, etc. This is the layout. Those are the things that you want to include in the sticker. So it's enough for your manager to read it and be able to, in their mind, imagine what that slide looks like. Once that's done for every slide, the great thing about using PowerPoint and the slide sorter method is that you can flick through the skeleton using the slide sorter. So in PowerPoint, you click on View, then you click on Slide Sorter in the ribbon menu. And the benefit of this format is it's 1, the fastest way to draft a slide skeleton, and 2, it's really easy to reorder and update the storyline in PowerPoint. But the downside is that it can be somewhat hard to visualize what the slides look like, particularly if you're trying to visualize multiple slides in a slide deck. If that's important and you need to visualize the slides, then you can use the second way to craft slide skeletons, and that's called the paper-based method. So the first thing you do is you grab a standard piece of paper and you divide it into 9 boxes. So 2 vertical lines, 2 horizontal lines. And when you look at the paper, it'll look like you have 9 slides split on that paper. And then you need to draw out each of the slides by hand. But again, the important thing is you're not looking for perfection. So for example, write out the action titles in shorthand. The wording doesn't need to be finalized, but it should be clear broadly what that action title is going to say in the final version. The slide layout should be pretty obvious as well. So for example, it should be clear whether you're going to have a single chart on a slide or a 2-panel slide or some other slide layout. When it comes to charts, you should draw the specific type of chart that you want to use. So if it's a line chart, draw a line chart. If it's a column chart, draw a column chart, etc. So you should use the exact chart, and you should also use any slide decorations that you want to include in the final version too. So that could mean something like, if you want to include a Kaggle arrow in the final version, draw a rough Kaggle arrow on your paper-based slide. So in the end, it might look something like this. And as you can see, it can look rough. I don't have everything perfectly drawn down, but you should be able to get a decent understanding of 1, the overall storyline, and 2, what the individual slides will look like in the final version. So I love slide skeletons. I think they are time well spent. A couple of hours in the beginning crafting a good slide skeleton is bound to save you many more hours down the track, avoiding building slides you don't need, avoiding reviews, and avoiding rework. If you want to learn more tips like this, you should check out the Slide Science System, which is our complete system for building consulting quality slides, just like McKinsey. It includes a video course with tips like this, but also an ebook, slide templates, and more. Check it out in the description below.